Hi guys, this is Renita. Welcome to my channel. In honor of the 4th of July, I made these really simple and cute American flag shorts. So for all you lovely ladies who are daring and fashionable, feel free to do this DIY. So first for the tutorial, you're going to need some blue jean shorts. And I got these blue jean shorts from my local thrift store, and they were like $3. They're really inexpensive, so don't feel bad if you don't know if you can get this DIY just quite right. It wasn't that expensive, and hey, you have nothing to lose. You're gonna need some sewing needles. You're also gonna need some sewing thread, and I have personally used white in my shorts, but you know, whatever thread you like to use, your preference. You're also going to need a marker, any marker that's nice and pigmented and it's going to show up nice and properly on the pattern. You're also going to need some liquid stitch for all you lovely ladies who don't care for sewing and don't want the time-consumingness of having to sew it down. And you're also going to need some straight pins to hold down your fabric and your pattern. And you're going to need some paper to make your pattern lift. You're going to need some shears. And last but not least, you're going to need, of course, your flag. So, for the first step of this DIY, you're going to need layer pants down on a flat surface, just so that you can have the most accurate shape as possible for our American shorts. Next, you're going to need to lay down your paper to do what this next step we call a rub off in fashion terms, which is just a fancy term for copying your current garment and copying all the different notches and side seams to mimic that same pattern to cut off for your flag pattern. So I'm just going to take my marker and I'm going to rub off against the pocket area, the side seam, as well as the crotch. And I already have my pattern already made for me. I did this prior to the video, and you guys can see that I traced outside the crotch area as well as the notch area for the belt loop, as well as the pocket and the side seam. And I'll go with this again slowly. Here's the area for my belt loop, the area for the crotch on the right side of the shorts, and this is the area for the pocket, and this area is for the side seam of my shorts. And the bottom half I didn't really care that much about because it's just cut off shorts and I can just fold the bottom up. So the pattern doesn't have to be perfect, it's just a DIY. Have fun with it, you guys. So for the next part, I got my flag and I laid it out and kind of did a guesstimate of where I wanted the stars to lay as well as the stripes. Then I placed my actual pattern on top of the flag, and I take my straight pins and I just carefully line them against the flag, and I pin the pattern down to the flag so that I can cut it out. You guys, please be careful with this part. Like, I'm in school for design, and sticking yourself never gets old. Like, it hurts equally as bad no matter how many times you have stuck yourself. So yeah, have fun but be careful. After you have pinned down all of your sides of the fabric, you can next take your shears and you can just begin to cut out the fabric. So I'm not going to cut through this because this has obviously already been done for me, but you guys can pretty much understand how to cut along a pattern. So you're going to next take out what the pattern just cut, which is now going to be your flag. You're going to pin it against your shorts. And once you have it pinned against your shorts, you're going to take your needle and your thread, and you're going to at first pin down the flag to your shorts. And of course this is already done for me, but you guys can pretty much understand how to pin down your flag to your shorts. And I find that it's easier to start at the pocket so it doesn't bubble up as I begin to sew later on. Then take your needle and your sewing thread and just prepare to do that. And it always takes me a minute to prepare my sewing needle and my thread. I find that it's best if I, just slightly wet the end of it just with a little bit of my saliva. I know that's gross, but it does work. And you can just as best as you can ease the thread through the eye of the sewing needle. And no matter how many times you've done this, it's not that easy because the eye of the sewing needle is kind of small. But once you get that in there, you just knot at the end, and you can begin to sew. So this is important. You want to make sure that you start from the inside of the pocket so that your knot does not appear on the outside of your shorts for viewing purposes. You don't want a big knot on the outside of your pants. So you guys can see that I started from the inside of the pocket, and I made my sewing stitches about a pinky width that just describes it, and I just went along the edge of my fabric. And the 1/2 inch allowance that we made on our pattern was for the purpose that we could have a clean edge on the outside of our flag shorts to make it really nice and neat. So once you have one side complete, just repeat for the other side. And you can use both sides of the pattern for both sides of the pants if you don't care about the crotch being uncovered, but you can just tweak it as you feel necessary. And hope this DIY was easy and simple for you guys to understand. And I just really enjoyed making these shorts, and I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY, and I'll talk to you later.